is supposed to be a safe space, a place to guard yourself against the world. But there are many toxins and dangerous chemicals that can be all around you right now. Here are 5 of the most common and dangerous. Toxic black mold. Do you commonly get a stuffy nose, headache, trouble concentrating, short attention span, memory loss, dizziness, watery eyes, or coughing fits when you come home or go to work? If these are common for you, you may have dangerous mold lurking in your home. Mold has a distinct smell, and most everyone can smell it growing. Mold tends to grow in cool, damp areas, but can grow inside walls, in ceilings, under floorboards, basement walls, crawl spaces, and even in your air conditioning system. Mold may be growing on the walls of your home and appear like a tiny black spot. People often overlook it and ignore it as dirt or other stain. Many molds will cause the effects mentioned before. However, toxic black mold can be deadly. Toxic black mold is different. It will take over any other mold around it, killing the other mold and consuming its habitat. Toxic black mold contains mycotoxins. Mycotoxins from toxic molds such as black mold have a mental effect on people, much more severe than allergic symptoms caused by other non-toxic molds. The mycotoxins inhibit many metabolic and enzyme processes in the body. The toxin may also greatly damage the lymphatic system. You should never try to remove black mold yourself. Hire a professional. If you spray bleach or other liquids on the mold, it will burst with spores, contaminating the entire area and allowing it to spread to previously clean areas. This will also release a massive dose of mycotoxins into the air. Radon. One of the most common and possibly the most dangerous on this list. Radon is a cancer-causing radioactive gas. You cannot see, smell, or taste radon, but it may be a problem in your home. The Surgeon General has warned that radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States. If you smoke and your home has radon, you are at extremely high risk for developing lung cancer. Radon is naturally occurring and is found under a large portion of the U.S. landscape. It can be found in groundwater and is concentrated in homes by penetrating the foundation and pipes leading into the home. It easily penetrates many common materials like paper, plastic, and most paints. It can also easily penetrate building materials like drywall, concrete block, mortar, tar paper, wood paneling, and most insulations. So if it is under your home, it is in your home. Most people only worry about radon in their homes. However, you are just as likely, if not more so, to come in contact with high levels in your workplace. You can test for radon with a simple kit. If radon is found in your home, you can have a system installed to constantly pump out the gas. Carbon monoxide. Like radon, carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, tasteless poison gas that can be fatal when inhaled. However, its effects can kill you in minutes, not years. Carbon monoxide poisoning is the most common type of fatal air poisoning in many countries. Concentrations as low as 667 parts per million may cause up to 50% of the body's hemoglobin to convert to carboxyhemoglobin. This prevents your blood from picking up oxygen. You pass out and die. Carbon monoxide is the product of incomplete combustion. If you have a fire, you have carbon monoxide. Furnaces, gas stoves, clothes dryers, water heater, portable fuel burning space heaters, fireplaces, generators. Leaving your car running in your garage or next to your home for an extended period of time can lead to high levels of carbon monoxide in your home. Mild exposure, slight headache, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, flu-like symptoms. Medium exposure, throbbing headache, drowsiness, confusion, and fast heart rate. Extreme exposure, convulsions, unconsciousness, brain damage, heart and lung failure, followed by death. If you experience even mild carbon monoxide poisoning symptoms, leave the area immediately and call for emergency medical treatment. Asbestos. Asbestos is a mineral fiber that was used in building materials and vehicle products before its dangers and health risks were discovered. Asbestos mining existed more than 4,000 years ago, but large-scale mining began at the end of the 19th century. The use of asbestos was not strictly controlled until the 1980s. Asbestos is still found in many homes, schools, buildings, and vehicles. Asbestos was used for fire protective insulation as it is very good at resisting fire. It was also used as tough shingles for the outside of buildings. Pipes, brakes for cars, ceiling tiles, and in some cases, fire protective clothing was made from it. Asbestos does not kill quickly, but can cause many ailments later in life. Asbestos particles are so small, this makes it easy for them to be inhaled without noticing. The tiny particles burrow deep into the walls and linings of the lungs. Long-term exposure to asbestos causes mesothelioma, a cancer that affects the lining of the lungs, chest cavity, or abdomen. Many miners, plumbers, construction workers, mechanics, and factory workers suffer from mesothelioma as a result of being exposed to it in their day-to-day work. If you have asbestos in or on your home, to have it removed, you must have a professional service come in, as there are strict laws and guidelines that must be followed. Lead. Lead is considered a highly poisonous metal. Brass and chrome faucet filters contain lead that naturally occurs during manufacturing. In adults that ingest lead, 1% of the total consumed will bind to the bones, and the rest will be excreted in the poop and urine within the next few weeks. As you are exposed over your life, it builds up on the bones, and if exposure is high, you may experience lifelong effects. By mimicking calcium, lead can cross the blood-brain barrier, causing severe damage to the nerves and disrupting normal signals. Lead has no biological role, which means that the body never needs lead for any reason, as it does with other elements like zinc. Lead can interfere with normal hormone balance, causing those contaminated to act and feel differently. Lead paint was extremely common in the US and other parts of the world for many decades. Millions of homes around the world are still covered in this paint. Much of it has been covered up by newer non-lead paint. The paint eventually flakes off, littering the ground, which poisons the dirt around the home and the water that then flows in it as well. The lead paint also chalks, becoming a powder which can be airborne and consumed by children who play with it. If you think something contains lead, it's best to leave it alone or dispose of it. Thank you for watching. Click the icon below to subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below.